Hi everyone, this is New Moon Channel. Welcome to my channel. Um, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a lovely week. So today we're going to talk a little bit about some astrological updates. I apologize for my birds. They're very active and happy today, so sorry if that disturbs you. Um, so yesterday at 10:19 a.m., the first quarter moon occurred, which means the sun in Aquarius formed a square with the moon in Taurus. Just keep in mind that any quarter moon phase, there's always a theme of crisis surrounding it. So, yes, there's a lot of action, there's a lot of growth and opportunity, but we had to be very cautious of how we're going to take our actions. Especially, you have to be cautious of what you say. So I highly recommend everyone to try to take a step back and think before you speak, because once you take that certain type of action, um, we will be made aware of how our actions affect those close to us, perhaps through trial and error. So be very cautious, especially with your loved ones or even at work. Be very cautious. I know we have all this energy, moving forward since all of the planets are direct, but be cautious of what you say. All right, so bite your tongue this week. Another thing I would like to talk about is any projects that started last week during the new moon in Aquarius that occurred last week Saturday. That project for this week may start to see some obstacles. Why? Because of this squared with the sun in Aquarius and the moon in Taurus. Okay. This can be a time of stress and a lot of discord. So I know a lot of you have a lot of action, a lot of energy. You want to move on with this project, but remember, there's going to be obstacles. I don't want you to burn out, so be careful. Be very cautious of burnout this week. If you see that there's a lot of obstacles and there's a lot of pushback, I would highly recommend to take it a rest and wait for next week quarter moon. I'm sorry, not quarter moon, but just wait for the energy to shift next week. So this week, you're going to experience a lot of obstacles and pushback. Just be aware of it. Don't get discouraged. Isn't that a good week? Just step back and wait for next week. Okay? All right, so moving on, I'm going to pull some cards for my tarot deck to see what the spirit have to say for the collective. Okay, so let's get started. All right, spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Let me shuffle this a couple more times. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have? Spirit, what else do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you, what else do you have for the collective? That's a lot of cards. Okay, I'm gonna take them. They're telling me to take them, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Okay. We have the King of Cups, we have the Justice card, Ace of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands, Five of Cups, and we have the Two of Cups. Lots of emotions here. All right now. All right now. This has a lot to do with what I just talked about in our astrological updates. I see the Justice card here. Looking at this Justice card, as you can see the sword there, don't be too quick to use a sword to cut people out if things doesn't go your way. Be very cautious because you can unconsciously can sever very important relationships close to you. And when I see a lot of cups here, make sure that it's not an emotional outburst, because when I see the King of Cups here is like you have to find some balance between your emotions and your logic. Think before you speak. Be mindful, have some empathy towards towards the ones closest to you. Also be cautious with this Two of Cups here. Be cautious of how you treat your partner, or it could be your business partner, okay? This really has a lot to do with people who are really, really close to you. And having the Five of Cups, maybe some of you may be very discontent or depressed about a situation that's going to to cause a very emotional, explosive reaction. And seeing the Ace of Wands here, it's going to push you. You know, there's going to be some sort of action and you going to express your feelings, but you have to be very cautious how you say it, because it may come from a very, very negative space. So before you do, you have to hold back and be the King of Cups. Perhaps I recommend a lot of meditation this week, a lot of meditation. If there's some impulse towards someone who's very close to you, it could be a family member, it could even be your children. You have to be very cautious how you say things. You're not going to have a positive effect. Some of you may get in trouble with the law. Okay? So if you have any type of road rage or anything like that, just, take a deep breath and ignore it. Okay, this is all I have for you. This is a very short reading for this week. It's pretty much, it's straightforward. It's like be cautious of, those who are very near, and, for those who are very close to you, be extra careful how you going to react. Be careful with the law. For some of you, you may be dealing with a Libra here. Maybe that Libra is going to create some imbalances that's going to put you in a very depressive mode. So be cautious of that person as well. Or some of you can be dealing with a water sign who's extremely emotional. It could be vice versa. Is either the water sign going after an air sign Libra, or Libra going after a water sign. It could be either one. But use discernment this week. And be empathetic of what you say. Choose your words wisely. Okay, this is all I have for you. All right, let's see what the fairies of the oracle have to say. What messages do you have for the collective? This will be the final message. Let me shuffle these cards a couple times and see what's going on here. Okay, the oracle, the message that we got is shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. All right, this is a beautiful card. Let's see what the book has to say, if there's any more additional message for this. Okay, I'm going to read this to you. Fairy glamour is a form of magic used to make something appear different from what it really is. It's seen in many fairy tales, such as Cinderella and Snow White, where fairy glamour is used by the evil queen to disguise herself as an old crone. In its simplest form, fairy glamour often involves using cosmetics to give the appearance of being more youthful. In spiritual terms, it can mean you're showing one face to the world while keeping your true face or feelings hidden. Sometimes it's important to do this, especially if you feel threatened, but usually it's because you fear being seen for who you truly are. This comes down to learning to love yourself, not in a selfish way, but in a self accepting way. Once you're able to accept yourself, others will accept you too, as they are merely a reflection of what we think and feel about ourselves. This card may also be asking you to reflect on when you last wore a glamorous outfit or went to the hair salon. If you're neglecting yourself due to a busy job or home life, remember that making time for you is essential. Even just escaping for half an hour and taking a luxurious bath can help you to feel uplifted and energized. Feeling good about yourself, no matter what your age, is beneficial not just for you, but also for those around you, especially younger people who are strongly influenced by the behavior of the adults around them. Okay, this card may also be asking if someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes and appearing as someone other than themselves. Wow, this is like a warning. It's a beautiful card, but it's like a yin and a yang. Yes, shine from within, but also be cautious of other people who shows a face, a pretty face, but inside they're really not. So be very cautious of this week of who you deal with. Okay? All right, so this is all I have for you, and I hope this helps and makes sense. All right, till next time.